So we're down in Central America visiting my wife Maggie's family and having a good time. Thought I'd put a video together for you guys. Obviously won't be mink oriented, wasn't able to bring my mink, but as usual I started catching things once I got here. Only been here a day or two, and last night I went out with the spotlight to see what I can find in the dark, and I found this little beauty. It's a little dove that I found sleeping, and I caught it while it was roosting. Look at the pretty colors on this thing. Just gorgeous, and such a tiny little thing. It's pretty little red eyes. Oh, it's a pretty little bird. Anyway, didn't want to release it after we caught it because it'll go and land somewhere where it might be vulnerable to predators. I wanted to show it to you guys before I release it. So yeah, that's just the first of hopefully many things we catch on this little trip, and so while I'm down here visiting family, thought I'd have some fun, hoping to go out and catch some iguanas, and we'll see what else we find. While here in Central America, we took Olive to see the ocean for the first time. She got to put her little feet in the sand and walk at the water's edge.
The face she makes.
We also went to a little park where there are these beautiful brightly colored squirrels.
Oh, here's Scott.
Just like many city parks in the US, these squirrels were accustomed to being fed by people,
Oh my God.
and so we offered a little food by hand.
Look how cute. Now it's my turn.
Yeah. There was a cute little girl who saw us feeding the squirrels, and she wanted to feed them too. But she was too short to reach the tree trunk, so I gave her a little boost.
¿Te gusta? Oh, look at that. It looks like a dinosaur on a tree.
A little more exotic than the squirrels we were feeding, there were also some very large iguanas in the same park. This video really doesn't do justice to show just how big these lizards really were. Their heads were literally the size of an average dog's. It was amazing to be so close to such large lizards who had absolutely no fear of us. I really wish we could have found iguanas this big away from the city so I could have caught one. So we're here exploring the jungles in Central America.
Look guys, there's a statue right there. There it is. That's the monkey guy. It's pretty cool looking. I like all the moss.
Long, tall tree, just to the right of it.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it's a squirrel.
Yeah, it's a squirrel. It's a... What's it called? Do you know?
I don't remember the species name. Check this out, the leafcutter ants. They have their own little trail. They actually wear a trail in the dirt.
Yep.
So
look guys.
we've come all this way to just find a freaking raccoon track. We have raccoon tracks everywhere back home. Look at that pretty red tree.
No, I don't.
We found a baby iguana and tried to catch it, but it quickly scurried up this drain pipe. So I had to figure out a way to catch this iguana. I decided that I could flush the iguana out if I climbed up on the roof and dumped a bucket of water down the drain pipe. However, we needed a way to catch it once it was flushed out. So I found this little piece of pipe and I placed it against the drain pipe. I then put a little plastic bag over the end of the pipe so that it still looked like an escape route with the light showing through,
but the iguana couldn't actually escape because of the bag. I then instructed Maggie what to do while I was up on the house so that she could catch the iguana while I dumped the water.
When you see he goes in, you go like this.
Okay.
And just make sure he doesn't come out through here. Cover it with the boot and just hold it like this.
My idea worked perfectly as planned. However, Maggie couldn't film while catching the iguana at the same time, so we didn't capture that part on film.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a baby one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! It's so cute.
Ya tenemos uno chiquito.
Look at him.
Oh, it's moving. His tail is moving.
Good job, baby.
Look at that little bat. It's so cute and white. There it is. They're so cute. They're like little ornaments on the wall.
After catching the iguana, I took Olive and some of the little American kids to try and find some creepy crawlies in the bushes and under rocks.
Let's see.
Careful with the baby. Careful with little Olive.
We got a tarantula doing this before.
Ew. Really?
Or not tarantula, I mean
Scorpion?
that scorpion.
Yeah, back there. Not here.
No, it was... Oh, look, here's another scorpion.
Oh, don't grab it.
Look, it's the same kind as teeny.
Where at? I don't
here.
see it.
See?
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay,
The
don't
tiny
grab
ones are sting bad.
Oh, don't grab it, babe. Just leave it alone.
Tiny ones sting hard. Super hard. Oh, that's just a little tiny baby.
Yeah, it's just a little one. Okay, let's put his house back so he can go back home.
Yeah.
There you go, go back home. Go back home. There you go, isn't it cute?
That was tiny. Oop.
Okay. Tell me if I'm gonna whack her head on something.
Yeah, kinda, not really.
So put
You're
her-
fine.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's a toad. It's
Okay,
me.
here's the bucket.
Bring the bucket.
Oh,
Oh wow, that's cool. I will need the baby to go to someone.
okay, who's can?
Look at this big old toad.
There's a baby bucket under there. Yeah, they want it.
Look at that big old toad. Okay.
Then Maggie and I went out in the woods by ourselves, where I found this huge scorpion. I just had to pick it up.
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
no, don't bring it close to me, please. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I'm gonna
at
go.
That is super cool.
It's not pincing you.
Not yet. Oh, that's super cool.
You're crazy.
Don't scare it.
I won't.
Now, of course, before touching any of these scorpions, I first did my research and found out that there were no poisonous scorpions in this part of the world. Their sting was nothing worse than a bee sting.
So scary and gross.
Much to my wife Maggie's dismay, the scorpion climbed from my hand up my arm to my shoulder and stayed there right by my neck. It didn't bother me too much, but it sure freaked her out.
Vete que una mañana aquí va a dar pupusas.
Okay, it's gonna jump on me.
No, I can't jump with you. As beautiful and green as it was in Central America, it was nice seeing the mountains of my home state of Utah again. In my eyes, they were equally as beautiful. Though we did have a great trip, I have to admit I was pretty disappointed that I wasn't able to catch a large iguana. Seeing that monster in the tree and then only catching the tiny little thing I ended up catching was quite disappointing. But all in all, it was a fun trip, and I hope the next time I go down there I can catch some real iguanas.